Unlocking the full potential of your muscles and enhancing athletic performance can be achieved through a natural supplement that has proven both safe and effective over decades of use: creatine. This naturally occurring compound is found in our muscles, with the body producing about 1 gram of creatine per day. While it is present in protein-rich foods like meat, chicken, and fish, supplementation becomes necessary to maximize creatine reserves in the body. Typically, this process takes much longer than a mere 7 days, unless you undergo what is known as the loading phase. In this video, we take a journey inside the body to understand the step-by-step changes that occur when saturating your muscles with creatine in just 1 week. The key lies in the relationship between creatine and a molecule called adenosine triphosphate, ATP, crucial for supplying energy to muscles and cells during high-intensity activities such as sprinting, weightlifting, or boxing. ATP is rapidly depleted during strenuous activities, leading to fatigue. This is where creatine comes into play. The body stores phosphocreatine in muscle cells as a reserve energy source. When engaged in intense physical work, such as bench pressing or striking a heavy bag, these reserves come into play. 3 phosphocreatine molecules contribute to generating energy by converting adenosine triphosphate, ATP, into adenosine diphosphate, ADP, and then quickly replenishing ATP for further muscle function. By consuming the right dose of creatine, you can maximize your muscles' creatine stores in just 7 days. The recommended intake during this initial phase is around 20 to 25 grams per day, with more precise recommendations based on body weight. Multiply your weight in kilograms by 0.3. While this might seem like a substantial amount initially, think of your muscle cells as sponges that absorb and store the excess creatine. These cells act as containers that fill up when you add extra creatine, enhancing your muscles' ability to provide rapid energy boosts. As the days progress, the amount of creatine in your muscle cells gradually increases. By the end of the 7-day loading phase, your muscles should be fully saturated with creatine, leading to visible improvements in performance, muscle size, and body composition. Additionally, creatine gradually draws a significant amount of water into the muscle cells during this period, contributing to cell growth. This automatic process occurs as your body strives to maintain the delicate balance of your cells. The increased creatine intake leads to your muscles storing both creatine and water to preserve this equilibrium. Consequently, your cells naturally retain more water with increased creatine intake, resulting in an increase in muscle volume. While this effect contributes to a fuller appearance and is often described as a pumped look, it's crucial to understand that it primarily results from increased water retention, rather than actual muscle growth in just 7 days. Muscle growth occurs during a positive protein turnover rate, independent of the increased water retention in the first 7 days. Even without considering the heightened water retention, your muscles become better prepared for growth in various ways. With increased energy, you can lift more weight and progressively overload your training. Research indicates that creatine supplementation can enhance muscle cross-sectional area across various individuals, from elite athletes to sedentary individuals and even older adults. Furthermore, saturated muscles with creatine may influence bone mineral density and bone formation markers, offering potential benefits for those at higher risk of osteoporosis or recovering from an injury. Another likely outcome after saturating your muscles with creatine for 7 days is a faster recovery from your workouts. This is tied to the increased rate of protein synthesis facilitated by creatine, aiding muscles in repairing microscopic tears more rapidly. This enables you to engage in rigorous training sooner, enhancing the overall effectiveness of your fitness regimen. While the loading phase can lead to rapid performance improvements, some athletes may encounter a temporary increase in weight due to heightened water retention in muscle cells. It's crucial to differentiate this weight gain from an increase in body fat. Although this temporary increase typically amounts to a few kilograms, it diminishes after the 7-day loading phase. Continued creatine intake may lead to ongoing weight gain, but for athletes needing to maintain a specific weight class, this temporary increase is manageable. After the initial loading phase, a maintenance dose of 5 grams of creatine per day is recommended. This ensures that your muscle creatine stores remain fully saturated over an extended period. While 5 grams is the standard creatine dose, achieving the same saturation level with this lower dose takes additional weeks compared to the rapid loading achieved in 7 days. The 7-day solo loading phase offers the advantage of reaching the destination quickly, providing a substantial increase in your muscle's creatine saturation. However, consistent creatine use over time gradually leads to full muscle saturation. Whether you opt for a higher dose of 20 to 25 grams per day for a faster loading process, or choose to increase muscle creatine concentration slowly by taking 5 grams per day over a month, both methods result in improved performance and muscle gains. In addition to its effects on muscles, creatine also influences brain function. The brain requires a constant energy flow to function correctly, and ATP, the same energy source that powers muscles, is essential for brain function. Creatine aids in the resynthesis of ATP in both the brain and muscles. A portion of the creatine you consume passes through the blood-brain barrier and helps regenerate ATP within brain cells, providing energy for various cognitive functions. Research conducted at the University of Sydney in Australia revealed a significant and measurable increase in brain capacity with creatine supplementation. This suggests that the benefits of creatine extend beyond physical performance to cognitive functions. While a 7-day creatine loading phase may not be the most comfortable experience, especially considering potential concerns about increased dihydrotestosterone, DHT, levels linked to hair loss, the cognitive benefits may make it worthwhile for some individuals. It's essential to note potential side effects associated with creatine supplementation, especially in high doses. Concerns include an increase in DHT levels, which is associated with hair loss. While some studies have reported a significant increase with a high daily intake of 20 grams over a week, most studies find no substantial effect on testosterone levels with creatine supplementation, particularly when using the standard 5-gram dose during the loading phase. Common side effects, including cramps, nausea, stomach pain, and even diarrhea, may occur during the loading phase. These side effects can be attributed to factors such as inadequate fluid intake, a sudden increase in creatine levels, or individual sensitivity. To minimize these risks, maintaining proper hydration is crucial. A general guideline is to consume 8 to 10 glasses of water, or approximately 64 to 80 ounces per day. If experiencing stomach discomfort during loading, remember that these side effects tend to fade as the body adjusts to creatine intake. In conclusion, whether the 7-day loading phase is worthwhile depends on individual preferences, goals, and how the body responds. The loading phase can be beneficial for those seeking a rapid performance boost or preparing for a specific event. However, for those who prefer a gentler approach with potentially fewer side effects, starting with a regular daily dose of 5 grams may be more suitable. Regardless of the chosen method, understanding what happens in your body during the 7-day creatine loading phase empowers you to make informed decisions about when and how much creatine to intake. While creatine is a valuable supplement in the realm of natural muscle building, it cannot replace consistent adherence to the right diet and training plan. If you're interested in learning more about how to take creatine and integrate it into your workout routine, check out the link in the description. Muscle growth occurs during a positive protein turnover rate, and understanding the increased water retention after just 7 days allows your muscles to be better prepared for growth in various ways.